Hey guys, it's Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Olympia's Soiree, continuing Yusuke's route, and we were just coming back here, and we ran into Camellia, so yay, we get to start with Camellia, so ha, let me get my voice acting chops on here, anyway. Welcome back! I just brought Masuhano and Asuwa their meals. Doesn't sound like her, sort of, but anyway. Thank you. And how are they doing? About that, Masuhana's been very calm. In fact, she's so bored that she insists on helping with the tailoring. So I lent her our sewing kit and a bunch of fabric. As for Asuwa, don't tell me he's run off or gotten sick. Not sick at all. He's so feisty that he's actually pouting to try and get me to let him outside. In that case, I'll speak to him. Thank you very much. Sorry. Like, my frickin' tablet decided it needed to do an update, and now it won't, like, swipe to let me log in. And of course... I seriously hate this fucking thing. Oh, wait, are you actually gonna open my frickin' tabs? Like, I don't want a fucking update. Don't fucking update. Fuck you, Microsoft. I hate Microsoft sometimes. Like, no, it didn't. It's like, so, I need to find my guide now again. Fucking piece of shit. Like, the frickin', like, Microsoft did an update on my frickin' computer. That's... kind of just wanted to go to Otome Kitten's page and go to Olympia's Soiree. Not that. Oh my god, stop popping up! God, it's like, pop up, you want to type? No! Oh, sweet fucking Jesus. Oh my god, like, okay, just forget about it. Anyway, like, Microsoft did a fucking, like, I said I forget about it, but that's not true. I'm still trying to get my guy back up. Did an update on my fucking computer, and then it's like, let's walk you through setting up your computer. I already set up my computer 3 fucking years ago. What the fuck? And then it's like, hey, do you want us to change your browser? No, I use Google Chrome. Go fuck yourself. You're not switching to Edge for me. Screw you. And then it's like, hey, you know, you can buy Microsoft all Office stuff. Go fuck yourself. You literally, after updating my computer, make me go through multiple screens telling you to go fuck yourself. Because I don't want your browser. I mean, it's on my computer, but I don't want to use it as my default. And I don't want to fucking buy Microsoft Office. Like, what the fuck, you bag of dicks? Don't make me have to go through this fucking shit. If I want your shit, I'll go buy your shit. Don't fucking spam harass me with an update. Like, hey, we got an update. But like, fuck you. Also, I'm really pissed because now I can't find my fucking walkthrough, like, page. I just want to go to the main page for this. And, like, I just want to go through the main, I want to find Otome Kitten's main page, and I fucking can't fucking get the goddamn main page. Like, there it is, because then, like, the main page, and then she has the links to all of her guides. I don't want to have to be like, okay, now I have to go back into Google and find the guide. Like, you know what I mean? I want the main fucking page, and I can't get the main fucking page. Like, Jesus goddamn Christ. If you're gonna fucking update my goddamn tablet when I told you, no, don't fucking close my browsers, or at least open them again, you dick. Fucking Microsoft. Fucking goddamn assholes. But at least I'm not an Apple whore. Anyway, I don't know what fucking chapter we're in. I don't know where the fuck we are, but at least the guide's open 20 minutes fucking later. I thought it would be easy, like, oh, whatever, I'll just open it when we need it. Like, no, it's gotta be a whole fucking process. That's why I always say no to the updates. The fucking thing went and did it anyway. Bastard. Anyway. After watching Asuga walk down the corridor, Camellia spun around to face me again. Like, everything is pissing me off lately, and the last thing I need is Microsoft pissing me off. I'm about to throw all my freaking electronics across the room. But I'm not going to do that because that would be stupid. And then I'd be like, oh, it's not like... Microsoft's like, ha, you broke your computer, not me. But seriously, piss me off more. Jesus. will now. We sure have a lot going on. I'll do what I can to help. I'm so sorry to cause so much trouble. No trouble at all. I'm having the time of my life. It's like living in a story. Oh my god. They know.
But, despite what she says, she is terribly concerned about everyone involved.
And I really want to see Lord Yusuke and Lady Olympia happy together. The sudden mention of a sensitive topic made me look away sheepishly. You know, I've read a lot of love stories besides just Romeo and Juliet, which, again, not exactly what you should be basing your love life on, but okay, sure. Stories with both good endings and bad endings. Like Otome games. This is getting too real. Stop it. Stop it, Camellia. Stop. But I still don't really understand love and romance. Pats Camellia on the head. Puts her arm around her and holds her close. It's okay, kiddo. None of us do.
I asked Lord Tsukuyomi about it, and he said it's because I wasn't made with a soul. He said it'd get in the way of being a doll, so he left it out.
What is it about this route in the last few parts that is like making Tsukuyomi just seem just like so like he was always crazy. Hey, cray. But we loved him. You're like, he's a little crazy pants. It's okay. It's like crackpot. He's like Belle's dad. You know what I mean? You're like, he's a lovable crackpot. It's just crazy. In Beauty and the Beast. You know, the cartoon. Like, look at you. You're just so cute. You're crazy. You know, a little, pat you on the head. Crazy man. Like, but Tsukuyomi's like, my god, you're hot. You're crazy. You're sexy as fuck. But you're adorable. Because you're crazy little crackpot, right? But then there's something about the last few parts, they keep talking about Tsukuyomi, and you're like, why do I just feel a little sinister here? That just seems a little dark, Tsukuyomi. I mean, it could just be like, well, you're not made with a soul. And you're like, and maybe it means nothing, but it worries me. That's all I'm saying. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Don't you dare. Don't. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Don't you not make Doma a goddamn cinnamon roll. Oh my god! Doma is the Snape, and Tsukuyomi's gonna be what, the Voldemort that we didn't know was Don't do it! Don't you dare! Fuck. But they're just making him seem really sinister, where you're like, I want him to be sinister like Lupin was. You know what I mean? Where you're like, he's so nice and wonderful. I mean, he turns into a werewolf, so you gotta watch that shit, because, like, he'll kill you. But he's good otherwise. Like that. He doesn't know what he's doing. He turns into a werewolf. It's not his fault, Anyway. Oh, he said it'd get in the way of being a doll, so he left it out. Did we read that? But again, that's also disturbing.
But in exchange, he did give me the power to talk to Juliet.
Power to talk to mice in exchange for a soul. Okay. Sure. Valid exchange. What?
So many stories I've studied, not just about love, but anything I could find about humans. So I think I understand what it means to be surprised, or sad, or happy. But I'm not sure if what I understand is right or not.
Camellia rubbed Juliet's small head. Although she had a smile on her face, there was a hint of loneliness in her eyes. Well, he gave you the emotion to be sad, because you seem kind of sad. Was Camellia really a doll? Camellia, I know Tsukuyomi is a kind person. I'm just starting to wonder about that, though. But sometimes he can be very mean. Yeah, okay. But you know what I mean? You're just like, this feels very dark. But I mean, like this, Tsukuyomi's kind. But kind of a dick. Valid. I feel like he's kind of been like that through all the other routes, so it's not surprising. It's just for some reason, the last few things that like Yosuga said, and then the Camille, and now, and you're like, are we sure? It just doesn't feel good. It doesn't sit right with me. You're like, it was a tasty cookie, but it might have been poisoned. I don't know. I want to puke. Like, it just doesn't, It's like a lead weight in your stomach where you're like, I shouldn't have swallowed that quarter. I've never swallowed a quarter, but I imagine it wouldn't feel too pleasant. I'm just saying. So I don't think you should trust him when he says that he didn't give you a soul. Huh? After all, a person without a soul wouldn't want to become friends with someone else. Friends?
Camellia blinked several times. Sure, your body may be a little different from ours, but I think you do have a soul of your own. At the very least, that's what I believe is true. Also, you do kind of have emotions, so... Huh?
Look, she's crying. You're crying. You clearly have, well, you have emotions. And, like, a soulless person, would they have emotions? I don't, but I'm just saying so.
There's water in my eyes.
How do you have water in your body? It's weird, but...
Guess I have to get myself calibrated soon.
Calibrated?
But are you sure those aren't tears? Tears? Could it be the thing that humans shed when they're sad or happy? I took a handkerchief out of my bag and gently patted the tears rolling down her cheeks. Yes, it's the thing that comes out of people's eyes when they're happy or sad. Camellia wiped her eyes with delicate fingers. I see. So these are tears.
She stared at her wet fingertips. This is so cute. It's like so wholesome. But there's that heaviness, like Tsukiyomi lingering in the background, just being slightly disturbing.
It's the first time I've cried. I never knew I had it in me to cry. I'm like a human. I'm so happy.
Just figuring she's sobbing a little bit. She batted her eyelids again. She did so as if she was enjoying the tears, looking both bewildered and satisfied. Could you imagine, though, like, crying for the first time? Like,
Camellia, let's always be friends forever. Right. Even if this world is destroyed, I will always be your friend.
What happened to her eyes?
Camellia? What's the matter? Huh? Did I just say something?
She doesn't remember what she said? I guess she does need to have her spring wound soon. Okay, that was... Okay. This is... Even if this world is destroyed, I will always be your friend. Even if this world is destroyed? That's very ominous. And she did it with...
I just...
The thing is that just in itself, if you just take that is like, that's ominous and weird. Okay, we'll figure out what the hell that's pointing to. That is a giant fucking red arrow spinning wildly until we can figure out where it's gonna land. But at the same time, it also still adds to my unease on the, why do we keep saying weird things about Tsukiyomi? Like, in this route. Because I was unsettled in the last one when we had the conversation with Yusuke, and I was like, that's strange. That feels weird. And then now here, and you're like, he didn't give me a soul. And it's like, I don't know what it is. There's just an uneasiness. And I don't know why, because I love him to death. And I think the uneasiness is like, don't you dare. Game, don't you dare. That's like, we're going to kill Doma. Don't you dare! Tokisada, if you kill Doma, I swear to fucking God, I will light you on fire. I will punch you into the ocean. Like, I know you're our love interest, but like, fuck you. I'll take Doma over you. Don't even. I mean, you know, so like, don't you touch Tsukiyomi. Don't you turn him into anything other than the crazy little crackpot that lives in the depths of hell. Oh my God, Bird, what the fuck? Oh, Jesus. Hi, what the hell? What was that for? Good God. You just scream and just, please don't do that. It's, oh my God. Crazy fucking crack. Anyway, so.
Camellia, if you don't mind, will you let me wind your spring? Huh? Oh, would you really do that for me?
I want to try it out.
Yay! Thank you very much. It'll be a big scene if we do it out here, so let's have you wind me in Lord Yasuga's room instead.
This sounds just like oddly erotic, but it's not. Oh, Camellia. Okay, well. Tsukiyomi made us a love doll. I mean... Are we in complications? I think that's where we are. After I wound Camelia's spring, she skipped out of the room happily, just as Yusuke was about to come through the doorway.
I'm back. I've given Aso a new book to read.
He must be very pleased.
It'll certainly occupy him for the time being.
I'm glad, but I hope we're able to sort this whole situation out soon.
I also moved them from the storeroom to the dressing room I have in the back, so it'd be less depressing. Mazahana's familiar with the place, and her guests are not aware it exists. I feel very sorry for those two. I've learned involving them in my personal affairs. And to you as well.
I'm fine, so please cheer up. You know as well as I do that I have my reasons for being involved. To protect my bloodline.
My sister really was killed by her.
Hearing Yusuke's low voice, well, not when I give it to him, made me want to cry out. Don't be so quick to make assumptions.
What assumptions? She admitted it herself.
Do you really think so? If that's the case, you should try to calm down a bit. See? Excuse me? What? What is your problem?
What? You don't want tensions? I tried to give you tensions before. Yeah, what?
What? What? You got a problem?
You're not gonna get to talk to the manager. I am the manager. I don't want to listen.
Doofus. He's fucking cute, though. He was being super freaking friendly and cute before. Like, earlier this morning. He's been very quiet the last couple days, and I was like, you look kind of mangy. Are you dying? Like, what's wrong with you? He was just molting. So he still looks a little mangy, because all of his feathers came up. Their little pin feathers. They haven't fluffed out yet, so he just looks so scraggly. So pathetic looking. You're like, you know, poor, pathetic-looking little thing. He's this tiny runt of a bird. But he's just as feisty as ever, so he's fine. He's actually been really good lately. Yeah. That's... Well, he screamed a little bit last time, but, like, he doesn't actually scream that much, though. He just wants some attention right now, but it's like, but if I go over and talk to you, then you scream at me because you don't want me to talk to you. I don't know what's up with him. Anyway. I could tell Yusuke was slightly embarrassed to hear me say that. Elder sister was surprised when you talked about the message that your sister left. Which means she didn't know about it. I mean, yeah, but that doesn't mean she didn't kill her. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I didn't know that person I murdered, you know, videotaped it. So, I mean, you're too clever to not have noticed that, too.
She only did it as a bluff to fool us.
So quickly? She wasn't like her usual self after that, too. I still think it was her husband, and she then killed her husband and was like, oh, yeah, I did it. You know what I mean? Because, I mean, what would be the point? Yusuke already thinks she did it, and she was like, no, it was my husband. And he'd be like, oh, yeah, likely story. You know what I mean? So... And maybe she blames herself somehow for it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Then why would she lie that she killed her? It makes no sense.
Well, yes, it doesn't make sense, but...
I am glad everything's been made clear now. And those two were the culprits after all.
Yeah, and the fact that he's like so quick... No, they did it. It was obvious that Yusuke was being stubborn. That's what the complications in the complications chapter come from, right? And again, if I were in his position, I wouldn't be able to stay calm either. You're like, yeah, if someone killed Doma, Wait, she'd be okay with it. I'd be very unhappy. For some reason, it doesn't feel like Elder Sister is the killer. In that case, could it have been him? I guess it could be possible, but why would Yosuke's sister leave a message saying that it was the blue that killed her? I mean, I still think it was Shiro's husband, but if it were Sakio, that would explain why she said, yep, it was me, because there's no way Yusuke could kill her. You know what I mean? But if she was covering for Sakio because Sakio's her lover, right? We know this. Then, and she was like, what, Sakio did it? I had nothing to do with it, right? Of course she's going to protect the person that she loves. Just like we're trying to protect each other here, right? So, but the blue that killed her, why would she have written that? And I'm sure it'll be something like, oh, she wrote it was the blue because blah, blah, blah. Sakio worked for the blue and it's their fault. Like, you know what I mean? It's for some reason, like she found out about something and I don't know, you know? So I still feel like it leads more to like Shiro's husband because that seems to make a lot of sense, but why would she lie and say it was her? Protecting Sakio makes more sense, but like, I mean, you know, there's some kind of a little triangle going on right there, so anyway.
You don't think she's the killer, do you?
Don't misunderstand me. I don't think she is. I feel like I don't think she is, but don't misunderstand me. It's like, let me explain. Oh, ho. Boop. Save. Save 2. At spot 34. Hold on, I gotta write that down. Was it 34? Okay. Well, I mean, we'll know when we go back through the thing, but anyway. I don't think she is. We straight up... I don't think she is. To be honest, I don't think she is. I like to calm myself as you suggested. Can you ask Camellia to prepare a room for you? He withdrew his hand from me after he spoke. Wow, he's mad at me, but you know what? It's okay. He'll get over it. I quickly grabbed onto it before it left me completely. What? It's all right. You and I will survive this. Once it's all done, let's go to Tenyo Island together. Tenyo Island? His response confused me a bit. Why did I just say that? I'm sorry if that was really sudden, but maybe I thought of it because I'd like to see Ikemizu's spring with you again. It really was sudden. But it has cheered me up greatly to hear you say that. I think I am feeling more calm now. Yusuke tightened his grip on my hand. That's so cute. He was about to, like, pull away, and instead of letting him, stop, we're like, it'll be okay. We'll get through this, sunshine. We can weather any storm. And then he's like, God damn it, I love you. I know, right? I can no longer see the cold shadow in his eyes. Kiss me, damn it. Oh, never mind. A trade for the future. Oh, no. What are we trading? We're trading our firstborn? That's not good. We shouldn't do that. Unless it's for untold wealth. I get massive wealth and you get my firstborn child? Awesome, because I don't plan on having kids. Ha! Who lost out on that deal, bitch? You did. You get nothing. You stole fizzy lifting drink. You get nothing. I love that movie and I hate it. I love it because, like, Gene Wilder's goddamn amazing. Like, every fucking moment with him is amazing. But I fucking, like, that Charlie kid, God, I want to punch him in the face. And I'm sorry, but, like, when his mom sings Cheer Up, Charlie, I'm talking about the old one, obviously. I just want to punch her, like, no, that song sucks, shut up. And, like, I just don't, but it's like, but Gene Wilder is just a goddamn gem. It's a fucking gem in that movie. You just, like, I love you. You just, and the purple coat. Who does not want a purple? I've always, ever since I saw that movie, I wanted a purple velvet coat. I still want one. I still want one. That movie is older than me, and I still want a purple fucking velvet, like, coat with tails like that. One of these days, I'll have my Willy Wonka coat. I actually do have a purple velvety kind of blazer. It's, like, too baggy, you know. It's, like, boxy. But it's nice in the winter sometimes when you're like, it's not too cold, but I need a coat. Here you go. It's not the same. I need a nice, fitted, steampunky fucking tails. Dreams. Anyway. 5 letters. This is the most so far, but... It cannot be helped. Why don't you keep them safe for now so you can deliver them at a later date? I'm sorry if it sounded like I was grumbling. I wasn't trying to blame you or anything. The first thing that came to mind this morning was what to do with my deliveries for the day. It'd be too risky to walk around outside, so I decided to hold on to the letters for now. Even if I ask for Akaza or Kuroba's help, if something happens to them... Neither of you will falter at threats or pain, but both sway easily when others are targeted. But even if you don't ask, be like, let's go, bring the letters to Akaza. Just so he can read them and be like, take your time, because I can't deliver them. And by the way, Sakio's threatening people, so you should keep an eye out. Because I get what she's saying. If I give them to Akaza and Kuroba and ask them to help, Sakio could attack them. But, like, Sakio could still attack them, even if you don't ask them for help. And, like, maybe you should warn them. I'm just saying. Stop by and be like, Pizza, oh, by the way, don't deliver them for me, because I'm worried that Sakio's going to try to kill you. And, oh, by the way, Sakio might try to kill you. You know? Because otherwise, they're going to get kidnapped, and you're going to be like, and Kaza's going to be like, what the fucking hell is this? Why does he kidnap me? And you're like, I don't know, I would never marry him. Why would you kidnap him? I hate him. I mean, I kind of like him. He's an okay person. But, like, seriously, dude, really? I mean, the way she feels about it, she's like, you might as well have kidnapped Doma. Meanwhile, I'm gonna be over here, like, barreling through, punching this guy in his motherfucking good eye. Let my boys go! I swear to God I didn't take drugs. Or drink before this, but I should, anyway. Oh, I already read that. We're already troubling Masahano and Asua, so I don't want to cause any more problems.
It must be boring to be cooped up in here. You can at least go to the plaza to look around. But I'll have someone escort you just in case.
I could see a hint of concern in his doting smile. Thank you. If you don't mind, then I think I'd like to check the place out. I'm terribly sorry for the inconvenience I'm causing you. It's no inconvenience at all. With me was the same man who found me at the plaza last time. I'm somewhat embarrassed to say this, Lady Olympia, but I'm very glad to see you visit Yomi so often. After all, I'd only heard rumors about you. I never expected to know you in person like this. Well, I'm very fond of Yomi and everyone at the bathhouse. I decided not to mention Yosuke's name, though I was sure he could probably guess. But I'm happy working there too, especially as someone more hardy than skilled. Being hardy is a splendid trait. Health is very important. Huh? His cheek. I noticed a mark barely noticeable in his cheek. It looks similar to the one on Kaina's cheek. I was a member of the Otsu until I was 15. I was so irritated at those pompous primary men that I decided to steal from them. I was caught and sent to the prisoner's dormitory next to the slope, but I was released after serving my sentence. You can hardly see the mark on my face anymore, can you? Will it fade completely one day? It isn't a tattoo, it's just dye. Thank goodness. Meaning the mark on Kaina would disappear one day as well. That's actually kind of nice that they're not like tattooed brand forever. They're like temporary. It's like henna, it just stays there for a while. I hope that day would come soon, but obviously last year's. So when the boss started making a name for himself, I didn't know much about him. I thought he was some nice kid with a pretty face, so I decided to mug him. Mug him? But he beat me up instead, so then I started working for him. It's like ridiculous and funny and just totally believable at the same time, so... I guess that's just an ordinary day in Yomi. Most men are only sweet to girls, but the boss treats us just as kindly. Then again, he's got a temper when we do anything wrong. I'd be happy to serve him to the end of my days. He was so admired and respected and beautiful. She didn't say that, but I figured I'd throw it in there because it's true. I was incredibly happy to hear it. So, you're gonna be the boss's wife, right, Lady Olympia? Huh? As I let out a peculiar voice. Olympia, good morning. Good morning, Kaina. There's a kid named Asua who shines shoes here. Do you know him? Why, yes, he's a friend of mine. Great. Thing is, I haven't seen him around lately. Is he alright? I'm sorry, Kaina. I'm gonna have to lie to you because I can't say what's happening. He's actually fallen a bit ill, so they're taking care of him at the bathhouse. He seems to be doing better now, so don't worry. What a relief. I actually became friends with him too. He's a really good kid, isn't he? Honestly, now you're talking to Kaina and he's gonna get himself killed. Don't you dare. Don't you dare hurt Kaina. He's precious. He sure is. I'm sure he'll be back soon. I hope that's true. I need to end all this as soon as I can. Punch Sakio in his good eye. You think he'd be able to see it coming? What, isn't that other one like magnifying? You think you'd have seen this punch coming, bitch? Well, it's because I'm gonna kick you in the nuts and then punch you in the eye when you're leaning over. Feisty. Anyway. As long as he's safe and gets some rest. There! Over there! Suddenly a group of young soldiers ran toward us. Are they after me? I immediately thought to run when I suddenly heard his ominous words. Kaina, how dare you conceal your crimes? Come with us! Huh? What are you talking about? Crimes? We received a woman's report that you violated her. There's no point in lying about it. What? You can't be serious. I'd never do that. The only one I love is Tsunami. This is why we can never have, if there was a fan disc, a route with him. Because he loves her too much. You can't do that. You can't ruin their love. Okay? We can never be in love with Kaina. He loves Tsunami too much. It's not fair. And that ending in Tokusata's route is just, like, disturbing and strange. I kind of liked it, I'm not gonna lie. In a wrong, really, I need to take a shower and scrub my skin kind of way. Like, it was so wrong, it was almost right. You know what I mean? You won't get out of execution this time. In the blink of an eye, 2 of the soldiers held Kaina down and bound him in rope. Sakio. Hey, wait! You got this all wrong! Let me go! Shut up, scum! Ah! The man briskly kicked Kaina in the stomach. Any more from you and you'll regret it! You'll regret it. Touch him, Spacey. Kill him. That's not gonna do good. I'll be like, I don't know what happened. He just magically melted. Weird. The soldier kicked him, forced Kaina up, and began dragging him away. See? They know you know Kaina. That's what I was just like, you should tell him what's... She's like, I don't want to tell him what's going on. You should, because you're friends with him, and you're gonna get him. There you go. Murdered. Stop! Kaina would never do such a thing. Unless his brother used some kind of weird drug on him. Totally beside the point, not what's happening. Lady Olympia, no! Please stand aside. Oh, please stand aside. Not even you have the right to interfere with our duties. Punch him in the eye. Just give him the fucking Three Stooges. Poke right in the eyes. Doubt he's gonna put his hand up in the middle to stop you. My God, what is wrong with me today? Just want to punch someone in the eye, I guess. I don't know. This has nothing to do with rights. Release him at once. Lady Olympia. Another soldier grabbed hold of my shoulder. My vision blurred. A terrifying heat rose from inside me, making my skin crawl. Oh, this isn't good. Do not touch me! No! I twisted myself away from his grasp to silence the horrific urge within me. I like how the urge in her is so angry. That was... Kaina! Kaina was taken out of the plaza while I was trying to snap out of my confusion. Wait! Don't take him! Please stop, Lady Olympia! This bathhouse guy, I don't remember his voice. Whatever. Sounds more like Kaina now. He wasn't the only one stopping me. Before I knew it, a crowd had gathered around me to try and block my way. What the? Please let me through! It's too dangerous, Lady Olympia. Let them go. Please let me through. Don't fight the military. Please stay here, please. But if they'd been trying to harm me, I would have just forced my way through. But I could tell from the concern in their eyes that they were genuinely worried about me. It's nice of them. I'm not gonna give up. My voice came out weakly, and I ran back to Yusuke's place. Poor Kaina, don't kill him. What if we don't get there to save him in time? What? That can't happen in the good ending. Everybody has to be happy. It's gonna get darker as it goes, but we're not even halfway through the game. Like, look. You can't start the darkness here. I mean, everybody's got a little traumatic backstory and shit, so we got that. You're like, oh, there's a little bit of trauma and shit going on. But, like, our friends don't die. You know? Except for, like, bad endings and shit, but, like... Yusuke... As soon as he saw me, he seemed to understand. Why don't we talk in my room? I see. Kaina. This can't be coincidence. It's because of us, right? It was a careless oversight of mine. I should have taken into account his closeness to you. Is there any way we can save him? Should we tell Akaza and Kuroba? I'll have Sakio meet me here. That's what the trade is. We're gonna trade Kaina. Like, what the fuck is wrong with Sakio? Like, I just do not understand his goal. He's like telling Yusuke, I want you to marry her, and then like, blah, 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 because I need white blood sooner, blah, 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 whatever. We were, like, willing to, like, oh, I'll give you some of my blood. Like, yeah, not constantly, but, like, I'm willing to help. But it's, like, I guess he just wants to milk me. He just wants to, like, strap me to the machines and, like, wait, okay, like, just, I'm basically just alive, constantly pumping out blood. Like, have no life. Like, the fuck? You know? But, and then, like, well, have her pop out babies, and then we'll milk them. Like, you know, but, like, you think, oh, yeah, have some kids, and then, like, we'll use some of your blood, and it'll be slow going, but we'll manage. But, like, he's, like, I mean, he's crazy and obsessed, so obviously it's not gonna work for him, but, like, what are you trying to get at here? You're trying to get at that. You want me to basically willingly be, like, a blood bag for you. But, like, by trying to kill all my friends? You know what? Girl, just let Yusuke kill the man. You know what? Just kill him. Just fucking kill him. If he's gonna touch my friends, you know what? I'm gonna kill him. There'll be no trace. People will be like, what happened to Sakio? I don't know. Maybe he went off in the water. I think I saw him trying to go to Tenyo Island, and the whirlpools ate him. You know what I mean? Like, we have this nice, pretty crystal in our pocket forever. It's our good luck crystal now, bitch. What they're not gonna know. Just drop them in the bucket with all the shit that's going up on Femur Bridge. They'll never fucking know. Or we'll just use him and be like, oh, we gotta go wake up the sun. Slip that into the basket. No one will ever fucking know. I'm just saying. It's easy to cover your tracks when the body you have is just a fucking rock. Toss him in show falls. There's a lot of ways you can get rid of a body when the body is literally a fucking rock. Just saying.
There's no place on the surface I can trust, and I'll not trouble the Kotowari.
I could see the same familiar hatred in his eyes again. I think this time you just let Yosuga fucking kick somebody's ass. Please just do it. I just want to see this man kick someone's ass. You're not going to do anything dangerous, are you? He's like,
Well, dangerous for Sakio. I cannot make any promises. Sakio's position gives him sway over the military. As with Masuhana, he can order arrests on the basis of unproven accusations. As the last remaining white, your life is guaranteed, but what kind of situation will you be forced to face?
Yusuga, I agree with you completely. I don't want to get anyone else involved. But really, you're not going to do anything dangerous, right?
Dangerous? As in?
For example, taking someone's life? That's why we should do it.
I will not. His death will accomplish nothing. Sakio must be kept alive as bait for elder sister.
Yusuga!
I want this to end as peacefully as possible. If murder was my only objective, I would have done it much sooner.
That we keep him for ransom and like, you let Kaina go, and we'll let you go. But if you touch any more of our friends, zap zap, turn you into show and no one will ever know where your body went. Did I throw it in Show Falls? Did I sacrifice it to the sun? Is it in Femur Bridge? Who knows? No one's gonna know. We need to be a little more threatening with this magic power that we have. It's good for her that with this power, she's not just like, oh, enemies are dead. Poor Doma. He wouldn't have gotten the chance to be Snape Daddy if she had just been killing people willy-nilly. So, I mean, I'm glad she's the good girl, but I think it's time for us to feel the rage and kill some motherfuckers. Like Sakio. Just for funsies. I mean, he deserves it. I'm not just like a psychopath where I'm like, ha ha ha, serial killer. No, I mean, at this point, he's threatening all of our friends. It's us or it's him or everybody. So, anyway.
But this matter cannot be resolved at Ishanaten. No matter what punishment is decided, my sister will never come back to life.
It was a fact that could never be changed. No matter how much you mourn someone, no matter your regrets, the dead would not return.
I will send a messenger to Sakio. You just read some books and stay put.
God, Bird, what? What the fuck was that for?
You don't scream like that. That was ugly. Why? Scared the crap out of me, too. Why you just sitting there nice and then you just ugly scream? No ugly scream like that. Stop. Little Bird's fine. You don't need to ugly scream. You want attention, you come over.
I trust you when you say you won't kill anyone. I hate that shrieking noise he does. Sometimes he makes a high-pitched shrieky when he's playing, and then sometimes like the gross whining noise. Oh, I fucking hate it. Gets on my nerves. Like when he's shrieking stuff, it's like, oh my god, could you stop? Just stop shrieking. But when he makes that, it's like, I will end you. It's not exactly. That's what it feels inside. I'm like, stop it! Like, I can't, it's a trigger. It's like, stop! Just like Little Bird screaming. Like, there's just certain noises I can't handle. And that ugly scream of his is one of them. And he wasn't even like playing or... He does it when he can't see you sometimes. But he just did it for no reason. He was just sitting there nice. And it's like, were you dreaming? Did you shriek like that? Were you sleeping? Did you have a bad dream? I shouldn't yell at you if you had a bad dream. I'm sorry if you had a bad dream. Because he was just sitting there totally quiet. And then all of a sudden, the fuck?
I'm sorry if you got scared.
Soon after, I heard a clamor from the corridor. Curious, I snuck a peek from the doorway. Beep. Well, now, it's very unusual to see this place have problems with the hot water. I heard the boiler isn't working properly.
I'm terribly sorry, everyone. We'll need to close up for today to fix the issue, so please make your way out.
What the? The customer slowly walked out through the main hall.
Now, please hurry. We don't want you folks to get drenched now.
Closing the place down for a reason. A couple hours passed, and the bathhouse was now completely empty of customers. It seemed that Yusuke had given his workers the rest of the day off, and Camellia went to join Masahano and Asawa at the back. The only ones left in the main hall were me and Yusuke. I've never seen this place empty before.
I do not wish to involve our guests. I would not want them to see anything.
You're right.
He should be here shortly, so let us greet him with the utmost respect.
Guns blazing?
Guns blazing.
Yay. Yusuke smirked and took something out of his canister.
A piece of candy for you. Open wide.
Huh?
Do not worry. I won't be untying your ribbon here. Sakio would only get in our way anyhow. Now,
It was like, Anyway, are you drugging me? Candy. Now? I don't know if the weird thing is like, do I trust you right now? Like, Yusuke? Why do I not trust him right now? I knew it was a strange time to be having one, but I lifted my chin to him and...
It is a little bitter, but bear with me.
What I felt in my tongue was nothing close to tasty. Not only was it bitter, but it had a pungent smell to it. Yusuke, what kind of candy is this? Did you poison me?
Here he comes.
I turned my head to see Sakio walking through the entrance. Well now, it's awfully quiet here today.
It's to welcome our guest of honor. I have a special room prepared if you'll allow me.
Like, it's weird, like, if this happened in the beginning, I'd be like, Yusuke, no. But, like, now it's, like, still, like, it's Yusuke, no? I'm worried. I know that it would be all part of a ruse, but it still concerns me. Huh. This room, what is the smell? Oh. Oh. Did you give me a creepy antidote to whatever poison you're pumping in this room? Okay. All right. But look, I was concerned for a second. I'm like, you just gave us something that's not candy, and I'm a little sus right now, and I shouldn't have been. I love Yusuke, but like, I wouldn't put it past him to be like, no, okay, so see, I gave you this thing that knocked you out so I could trade you to Sakio for Kaina, and then he thinks I have you, and then I follow you, and then I punch him in the face and I rescue you. It was all part of the plan. You couldn't have told me that? No, because then it wouldn't have seemed believable. What? You know what I mean? I wouldn't put it past him to, like, do that kind of shit. But okay. So this is a special guest room? The distinct smell hit me as soon as I stepped in. It was unfamiliar and rather unpleasant. Now, hand me the paper.
You arrived alone, as I requested. It must be very important to you that you be willing to accept such disadvantageous. It's disadvantageous. You don't often get to say that word. Disadvantageous conditions.
What?
Did any messenger not tell you? That only your cooperation would prevent the release of details written here about what happened.
Did my messenger not tell you?
That only your cooperation would prevent the release of the details written here about what happened. There are no such details.
You...
The only thing my sister wrote was that she was killed by the blue. Which is why I must ask that you tell me the truth.
If you do not know already, it'd be best to keep it that way. The incident... the incident's in this room. It's not to my particular liking, but I made it... Oh, that's Yusuke. I was like, wait a minute, I made it?
The incense in this room. It's not to my particular liking, but I made it from false cleaver powder, which can paralyze the human body.
False cleaver, a poisonous weed that grows in Yomi. Consuming the plant will cause temporary paralysis. Unless you took too much, then it might be permanent, because you probably die. That's not in there, but I figured I'd add it, because, asterisk, possibly.
It is my partner's wish to not resort to violence.
Yusuke!
We've both already taken the antidote.
I'm sorry I doubted you for, a minute. Yusuke, I really am. But, again, I figured it was all part of a plan. But, you could have at least told me. But, okay, this is better. Okay. All right. Look. Games give me trust issues. I love you so much, I'll follow you into the gates of hell. Wait a minute, you're actually taking me there? What the fuck? Certain characters I will trust blindly and then be, slapped in the face with them stabbing me. And then there's other people like Yusuke who you're like, I don't really know. You're a little shady. So, I wouldn't put it past you to, try to, use me as a ruse and then be like, no, it's part of my plan. But, so, I should have had more faith in you. But, I'm just saying, you're on that cusp. You're, one of those gray characters where you're like, you do kind of some shady shit for the right reasons, but still shady shit. You know what I mean? So. Huh? So that candy was...
This is Yomi, which is my domain. It seems you've taken me too lightly.
Look at that smirk on his goddamn beautiful face.
Or were you in such a hurry that your judgment was clouded? All for that woman.
Well, you...
I will drag elders...
That's not what he said, but,
I will drag elder sister down here with you as bait. And this is surely the divine approval of our precious Lady Amaterasu.
Stop! This...
I will not take your life. Do not worry.
He sends a message to her. I have Sakio. Bring Kaina or he dies. Yusuke, I thought I told you not to do anything dangerous.
It wasn't dangerous. We took the antidote. We're fine.
Yeah.
I have not attacked him, nor did I kill him, as you can see. And the incense leaves no side effects. But I will apologize for having you eat that disgusting candy. How about I give you some delicious completo again?
I just want to end this peacefully.
My sentiments exactly. But understand that you and I may have different interpretations of peaceful.
See? End this. I would kill him. Peaceful means I just slightly poison him and threaten him. Still peaceful. Sensing a slight sense of guilt from him, I felt somewhat relieved. Please don't do anything terrible to elder sister. Please promise me that. Yusuke slowly traced the outside of the canister on his waist. He's like, so I can't stab her.
I have been thinking. There was something very unusual about her reaction. And no doubt she knows something more. Elder sister confessed to killing Ayame, but if she was able to remain hidden all these years, why suddenly reveal herself now?
His expression was a mixture of confusion and hatred.
I thought perhaps she might be covering for Sakio, but his attitude would make little sense if that were the case.
She's covering for her husband then.
Like I said. Bam. I even began to consider that maybe I'd found a letter I should not have. But if someone told you that they had killed your family, would you be able to let it go?
There was something in his voice that made my chest tighten just hearing it. If I were in his place... Just the thought sent a shiver down my spine. Actually, Kanon's dad is the reason. No, not Kanon's dad. It's the old leader of the Yellow. That's true. Kanon's dad pieced out and was like, I was gonna go and then I got scared. But, whoever went with the other dude, but they're already dead, so I guess it doesn't really matter. We can't get revenge on them. Well, technically, Doma's predecessor technically murdered my family because he showed up on the island and he should have been there, and they were like, ah! And then they just, mass suicided to avoid the man instead of just turning him to a stone. I'm just saying. That would have been an easier version, right? Be like, you don't belong here, zap! Now you're a rock. But no, we couldn't do that. Logic doesn't work out. I mean, then we wouldn't really have the story the way it is, but I'm just saying there were better outcomes to that. Turn him into a rock. I couldn't blame him for what he was doing. Not only that, I didn't want him to suffer like this anymore.
And I cannot end things here. It's about time. I'm gonna take Sakio to Naraku, so can you greet Elder Sister for me?
You're giving him to Tsukuyomi? I wonder if Elder Sister really is going to come.
But on this island, women lack power. They're simply used and abused with no gain.
See, I kind of look at how sad she is when she says that, but I seriously wonder. I wonder if her husband killed Ayame, and then why would she be covering for him? I don't know. But maybe because, if she admits or she told that her husband killed Ayame and then, like, torched all the people of the purple. You know what I mean? Like, maybe it was too late. Like, she's like, oh my god, wait, wait, what? Like, you find out afterward. Like, maybe, like, if his sister was older, that's why she thought he looked like her. Like, old enough where Shura's husband, what the fuck is his name? Akon, whatever, was having an affair with her or something. And then, like, either gave her Haku, maybe, or something out poisoned, whatever. So she writes that note, and then maybe, like, then he's like, oh, fuck, they're gonna find out. And that's why he was the first one there torching. They all have it. Everyone in the purple has it. Whatever, torching the people of the purple. And then she finds out, and she's like, wait, what? You just killed all, and if she can't tell anyone. She can't be like, my husband killed all those people, because it's not just gonna make, he's a crazy murderer. It's gonna make everyone of the blue look bad. It's gonna make her look bad. And it's like, she might be thinking, like, I need to protect the blue, but it's not gonna make the blue look good if my husband's a psychopath and killed some girl he was boning on the side, and whatever, so then she, you know what I mean? And then killed all the people of the purple to make it look like a Haku event. You know what I mean? Like, if there's some kind of weird cover-up. She can't really confess that. She can't be like, my husband just killed a whole group of people! The fuck? You know? That looks bad on her and all the people of the blue, and then it's gonna... And you know what? You've got to think, okay, so I just cover it up, kill my husband, pretend like nothing ever happened, and it's just this weight that lives with her, because otherwise... everyone on the island's gonna, like, shun the blue people, like, whatever, because one person killed all the people of the purple. You know what I mean? Like, I could kind of see if that were the case, where she would be coming from and why she wouldn't be like, my husband was boning her, killed her, and then, like, everybody got Haku, and then he killed them, and then I killed him. You know what I mean? If everyone actually got Haku, and then they were actually doing the right thing, but then I'm wondering if that was all a lie, and then... like, Yosuga was basically sent to frickin' Yomi and punished for the sins of his people when it was actually her husband's fault. Like, the whole thing. You know what I mean? Wow. And then you kind of feel bad for her. You're like, I kind of understand why she lied about it. They're really making her a tragic character where you're like, oh, I feel bad for her. She's kind of shady, but, like, I feel bad for her. Like, I kind of want that to be the case because you want to feel for her like that, you know? Anyway. We'll see what happens. I felt that part of the reason I was standing here was to learn what it was she meant by that. But I feel like we're not going to find the end because this is like, we still got several more chapters, I think. We got one. Oh, no. Wait, what? We only have one chapter after this and there's no choices in this one or the next one. Oh, okay, never mind. We might get a good ending in the next part. I think understanding it would reveal to me the truth that lays inside her heart. I pray that I can keep my composure no matter what happens. Lady Amaterasu, please protect us. Good evening, Olympia. My body froze. Even at a time like this, she was still so beautiful and elegant. Welcome, and thank you for coming. I think because I looked in the... I think I looked in the menu and I was like, oh, there's still like 4 or 5 more chapters. But I think it's because the 2 bad endings and then the 2 that we had. So that makes sense. I wasn't thinking that there in the chapter section there was actually 1 for each bad, like for bad endings. Duh. Well, anyway. I've heard such accounts of the lively banquets and gatherings in Shikinjo. Day and night. But
It is rather quiet now, is it not? Yusuke's closed down the place for tonight. A wise choice. Is Sakio still alive?
Don't worry, he's safe. He isn't hurt at all. Well, though he is unconscious. There's a place I'd like to take you. Could you please follow me? Are we taking her to the paralyzing room?
Why, this place is beautiful indeed. And the baths here are said to work wonders for the skin. I know a great deal of women who have secured a permit for that very purpose.
That's true. I enjoy the baths here too. You should come and try them sometime, elder sister. The moment I said it, I was filled with an immediate self-loathing. What in the world is wrong with me? You're just trying to be nice. You don't know. You're like, sort of trust.
I am disinclined to revealing my skin so lightly.
I'm so sorry. Why? Did you have Haku once? That you recovered from?
Sakio!
Elder sister called out to him as she went down the stairs. Thick shackles bound Sakio's feet. It seemed that he had regained consciousness. And I just imagine Tsukiyomi sitting in the background on a rocking chair, just like sitting in the corner, like watching. That got some fucking popcorn. Him and his little doll that he carries around. His little... Wait. Is that a little creepy thing? I mean, like, it's always been a little creepy. Like, he's got a little doll that looks like us. What's that about?
Like, you're my little puppet.
See? Now I can't stop thinking that Tsukiyomi's, like, dark and mysterious now instead of just being fun, crazy, like, Belle's dad. You know? Like, he's cute and crazy. It's like, he's beautiful and insane and dangerous. I don't know. Anyway. It seemed that he had regained consciousness.
Welcome, elder sister Shura, to the depths of Yomi, the Shinamizu spring of Naraku. I see. So this is the Shinamizu.
Elder sister quietly gazed at the spring. Strangely, she looked upon it with loving eyes.
I have heard rumors, but it's much more beautiful than I imagined. It was made to sound as though it was filled with corpses.
Elder sister waved her fan gracefully.
There are no corpses here, but it is said that drinking the water will infect one with Haku.
So I have heard. I didn't see Tsukiyomi anywhere nearby. Yosuke must have shared his plans with him ahead of time.
Lady Shura, I have a question for you. If you choose not to answer me, I will push him into the spring.
Yosuke put a hand on Sakio's back and moved him closer to the spring. Yusuke!
He once gave me the wise advice not to grow attached to anything that may become my weakness. Lady Shura, is this man's life not the most precious thing to you?
Like Yusuke sees all.
After all,
he is your brother. Wait, what? Is it? I'm sorry. Wait, what? That's new. In Riku's route, wasn't it like... I mean, they didn't actually say they were lovers. I guess I just assumed. She loved him, and he was precious to her. But they never explained that it was her brother. I don't think they did, or I just conveniently forgot that. Did I conveniently forget that? Have I been saying this whole time and everyone's like, did you forget that? I clearly did. So if you've been wondering the whole time, yeah, okay. I'm just saying. Or did they just not, they kind of left it open-ended to make you think that it, I mean, am I crazy? I might be, I mean, yes, but also, anyway. Huh? I looked between them over and over again. They're siblings? I've never seen them act like they were family. I thought they were lovers. But like, okay, siblings.
At the very least, he must be important enough that you would comply with my demands and come here alone. Or could this simply be part of your plan? Perhaps there is nothing important to you.
Or what is it that you want? Revenge on me for killing your sister? Yasuga's fingers trembled. It's funny because I swear in Riku's... It's driving me bonkers now. I swear it was more... I mean, she did probably just say I loved him. He was precious to me. Maybe not, like, And I just took it the wrong way? I don't know. Or they just purposely were like, we're not going to say brother. We're not going to say lover. We're just going to leave it like, precious to me. I love him. Because that could be anything. And then the reveal comes later. This.
And then kill me right here and now.
I can't do both their voices at the same time.
Elder sister, if that's what will resolve things, so be it. Huh. You mean to deceive me with your sycophantic behavior? Does the fearsome Jigoku Daioh of Yomi not have the courage to kill an unarmed woman like myself?
Then you're not unarmed. Give me a break. Indeed, elder sister was carrying no weapons at all. You don't think she is? She's wearing a big-ass robe, okay? You tell me you don't think she's hiding guns in that thing. Those are gun bows. He got a snack belt, and she got gun bows. I'm just saying. She only had a single elegant fan in her hand. And again, look at the giant fucking foxtail shit she going on. You don't think she has a million poison darts in that thing? Like, bitch has got weapons everywhere. She got a thigh dagger, everything. She is stacked to the nines with weapons. Even so, Yusuke seemed to be under pressure. He didn't even falter to Doma, but now, Yusuke's probably confused. I hoped that was the case. I knew it was selfish of me to want to know the truth without any pain and suffering by anyone.
Let me ask you once more. Are you the one who killed my sister?
Yes. It almost sounded as though Yusuke was the criminal here. Elder sister was so resolute in her answer that I couldn't move a muscle.
Yusuke of the Purple, there's nothing to fear. You have the right to kill me.
Yusuke slowly stood up and walked toward elder sister, step by step, as if walking to his own execution.
As I look closer, you really look just like Ayame. It's as though she's alive again. Unfortunately, she cannot come back to life.
Indeed.
How would you like to die? Shall I sink you into the spring so you can know the same suffering my sister and parents felt?
Oh, you'd have to burn me alive. She didn't say it, but I'm just saying.
Your body will rot, rather painfully, and become revoltingly unrecognizable.
Stop! Yusuke froze at the sound of Sakyo's anguished voice. Say one more word and I'll kill you, even if it costs me my life.
Patience. Your turn will come soon.
Sure is not the one you should hate. It's the previous leader of the Blue Akon. I told you it was him! Fucking told you! His voice echoed across the silence of the spring.
What? Sakyo, you must learn to exercise restraint. Everything that took place back then, we promised we would keep it all a secret. And now, you've spoken. How terrible that you would break such an important promise to me.
Is this like twincest, maybe? That's
Akon, the man who was killed by Haku. What about him?
Sakyo let out a deep sigh. My body shuddered with an ominous feeling of foreboding.
My adorable Olympia and Yusuke, knowing the truth would only burden you two. But you certainly have a right to know.
His sister didn't have Haku, and they killed everyone to cover up the fact that he was boning her or some shit. I'm just saying. It's going to be something like that. It's not going to be like, oh, he didn't, you know.
I will tell you everything if you can bear it. Your threats mean nothing to me. Tell me what you know. All of it.
Elder sister's crimson lips pursed in an unusual way. She unraveled her sash. Elder sister, what are you doing? Her soft robe slipped off her shoulders to reveal... Haku? Oh. Oh, that's what I was wondering when she said she didn't sure what...
I have known for a long time what it means to suffer from Haku.
Maybe that's why he wants... He doesn't want to regrow his own skin. He wants to save her. To fix her. That's actually... Like, okay, like, stop it! Like, you knew they were gonna do something to make you feel for Shura, right? Because, like, they do this. They're like, this bitch... I really like her, though. But, like, she's a bitch. Is she, though? Like, they just like to, like, freaking whiplash you. But, like, I never thought we'd actually feel for Sakyo. Because you're like, what a douchebag. Like, yeah, you want... He's not trying to just regrow and, like, he's being crazy for Shura. That's actually kind of sweet. You're still a crazy bastard. But, like, it's actually kind of sweet that it's motivated by her, you know? Like, aw, it's adorable. You're a dick, but it's adorable. Anyway. Not like Kanan, where you're like, no, you're just an asshole. Like, I want to feel bad for you, but like, seriously, fuck yourself, dude. Like, Sakio, you're like, you're still kind of an asshole, but I feel for you right now. More than Kanan, let's just say. It's... I crumpled to my knees. Hideous scars spread out over her pale skin. It pained me to look at them, but it pained me to look away. I became Akon's wife when I was 18 and contracted Haku at 19. And I developed amenorrhea. I'm unable to bear children. Aww. Ayame was intelligent and beautiful, a very kind girl indeed. She was so fond of reading that when I told her of my plans to build a school, she was eager to help. I considered her to be the younger sister I had always wanted. And that man raped Ayame. He ravaged her to bear his blue children, in my place. Shura took the blame for something her horrible husband did. What? Yusuke took a step back. Holy shit. Like, why they gotta make you feel for Shura so hard? You were gonna feel bad for her anyway. Like, oh, he was having an affair with her and then he killed her. And it's like, no, he raped her and then I killed the fucker after he destroyed all the purple people. But like, oh, like she held this burden for so... Like, you knew you were gonna feel for her, but not this much. Damn it, game. So good. That poor child. Had she not been near me, had I not had such a hideous body... Yes, I killed Ayame. She blames herself for that reason. Oh, girl. Oh, somebody hug her. It can't be. Ayame immediately left the blue and returned to the purple. But fearing discovery, Akon pursued her, threatened her, and further defiled her. I could smell blood. It was the blood coming from Yosuga's tightly bitten lip. Elder sister brought out a letter. And this is a letter from Ayame addressed to me. It discloses the matter in more detail. Had she made it known that she was raped, he would have accused Ayame of seducing him, and we've seen what happens there. Such a thing, though untrue, would have tarnished the name of the leader of the Purple. She knew also that it would destroy your bright future. And this explains, too, why... Is it Yamogi? When she was, accused, somebody tried to assault her and then accused her of seducing him, and she got sent down here because what Shura was like, no, we don't have any proof, but like, and Shura feels like shit about it because she knows exactly. She's like, this is the same fucking situation that my douchebag husband. I'm gonna guarantee you they plotted and killed Akon because of this. You know what? I don't like Sakio, but high five for that bitch. I assume she wrote it just before her death. However, she was too kind to send it to her. I found the letter when I went to check on her remains before the district was burned. Perhaps it was her soul that called me to it. And Yosuga, he must surely have been called to her as well. Roll. Elder sister traced her skin with her fingertips. Her eyes were filled with sorrow. What is my role in this world? Huh? Hideously scarred, shunned by my husband, unable to bear children. As a woman, I am a failure. Oh, that hurts me more. Girl, stop it. This world is mean. Why must he be so stubborn? You're healthy, so just give him whatever children he wants. Can't do grandma right now. The image of the old woman came back to mind. Perhaps she too was... Yusuga, I must apologize. We robbed you of your revenge. We killed that despicable man. Told you. We determined he was of no use to the world. The hospital laboratory is a store of Haku bacteria for research purposes. Akon, leader of the Blue, was regretfully killed by Haku. That was all. Like, I think we're okay with this. Yes, that was all that happened. They smiled together quietly. But Yusuke and I were still having a hard time digesting the truth we had just heard.
But
Yeah! Don't you hurt him! Yusuke looks goddamn beautiful. You know, Sakio actually looks really hot here too, like deviously evil. But like, and they make Yusuke look like so baby-faced, it's amazing, but what's gonna happen? I'm gonna stop here because we're 10 minutes over and I have a feeling this is gonna go on for a few more minutes. Oh look, you can see Shura in the background just being like, choke him a little harder, daddy. It's supposed to be her brother, but like, okay, whatever. Twincest, incest, whatever, I don't know. Is it really her brother? I mean, that's what Yusuke said, but I don't know. Nothing, she didn't admit it. But she didn't say, like, anyway. But yeah, we'll stop here and we'll finish. I'm gonna cock block it because we're 10 minutes over. And we've got at least, we'll get our good ending probably in the next part. And then, oh, so his route will end a part sooner than I thought. Because I figured we had at least 4 more parts, but I thought we had more chapters. But we'll do our bad ending, so, including this part, 3 more parts after this. We'll only have 2. But that's because so many of them ran over. You know what I mean? So we would have had, you know, but we'll see where we get to in the next part, because we have 1 more chapter, but if it goes super long, maybe we'll just make a shorter part or whatnot. It doesn't matter. But I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.